Hello Libra, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your July 2025 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. Let's get a theme for you for the week with the Moonology deck. What are you exploring this month, Libra? What do you need to know? We're also going to look at what's working in your favor, potential challenges, likely outcome, and some guidance from Spirit. So, let's have a look here. Libra. The theme you are exploring is nice. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra, so you are showing up in a very powerful position. Full moons usually indicate a full manifestation or a full release, a kind of climax. So you do have a win-win situation forecast, so you may be dealing with some sort of indecision this month, something that feels like a little bit of a stalemate situation. You're either here nor there, but it looks like a win-win outcome is available for you. So let us get the tarot. It's going to show me where you are, what you want, what's working for you, what's working against you, and the likely outcome. And I will clarify the cards as well. So I'll just lay them out first of all, and then I will go through each card with you. So, current energy, Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, desire. The Empress was working in your favor. Page of Swords. Challenges, the Nine of Swords. Woo! And the outcome is the Sun, which is the most powerful card in the deck. I'm just going to clarify these first before we jump right in. But already you have two major arcanas, both in a very powerful position. So this is does have a bit of predestined energy attached, because when we talk about major arcanas, it is a current of energy that no matter what you're going to go through. Minor arcana is just the kind of day-to-day temporary energy that you can kind of manipulate and move as you go along. So I'm just going to clarify these quickly for you. Ooh, we got the Sun turn up twice for you, Libra. My goodness. Okay. You start the month in quite a powerful position. You start with the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Swords. Okay, so you're feeling a lot more independent, a lot more self-assured. Perhaps you've moved away from a particular situation that's been a bit tricky. You're feeling like you've got the vision to move forward. Nine of Pentacles energies talks about kind of materialism, money. It can talk about property, it can talk about anything in our dense world. But the nine is kind of also representative of an ending, and you see on the Six of Swords here, she's moving. She's leaving in the middle of the night with her child, and she's taking with her six swords, which represent the lessons that she's learned. Okay, so basically what's happening here is you're feeling very kind of self-assured as you start the month. You've moved on to something that makes you feel a bit more self-empowered, which is great. Anything else from that? Doesn't necessarily have to be a physical move. It could be a metaphoric move, but seriously, the mental kind of annoyance of the mind is starting to settle. Your desire is the Empress, clarified by the Six of Swords. So what we have here, right, is you are hoping to kind of move more with you in your sense of abundance. The Empress energy is divine feminine. She works from the heart, which is unconditional love. The King of Swords represents kind of a sense of authority, a sense of bureaucracy, an expert in their field. So for you, it feels as if, for some of you, perhaps you've gone through a bit of a divorce and you are hoping to have the financial stability to kind of move forward. It feels like, that's not obviously going to resonate with everyone, but you're kind of working with this space of love. Like the more you give, the more you get, okay? Something that is perpetual and it's moving with the heart space. King of Swords feels like it's somebody else. Of course, it could also be your energy, Libra, because you are an air sign. But it's looking at the facts and figures and the details. So it could be that you are hoping, because it's in the position of what you want, hoping for some expert advice to help you keep the momentum going of the sense of I'm following my happy ever after, I'm following my sense of abundance, I'm following my fulfillment. Okay, so for some of you, because it's even turned up, it has quite a positive omen. So if some of you are waiting on an answer, whether that be a legal answer, a doctor, some sort of representative of the law or the government, that seems to me like it is quite powerful, because you're kind of hoping and trusting in the ultimate good. Okay, now what's working for you is you do get that good news coming. We got the Page of Swords clarified by the Sun, okay? So we've got news coming in, Swords energy, pages are messengers, and Sword energy represents obviously your sign, but technology, communication, okay? It is coming in fast. Now the Sun represents illumination and abundance. It is the most positive card in the deck. So whatever answer you've been waiting on, all right, it feels to me that it's very promising. Now, it could be for some of you that you've applied for a position, a new job, or perhaps you want to start up your own new job, and you're working with, you know, the legal structures of that with that King of Swords. It feels to me like you're going to get the green light. Yes, I don't necessarily have much of a kind of a love energy with this with this spread, so it feels to me like you're kind of just focusing on your sense of lifestyle and where your finances is coming in and how that represents your lifestyle, the what you do every day, kind of making things happen, following your motivation, following your goals, okay? Maybe you get some news that comes in from someone that you have a love interest, but I'm not really seeing much love over here. This is more to do with kind of like the nitty-gritty of kind of getting your life back on track. This is a new start for you in July, and it's very promising. And whatever you're asking for in terms of any deciding factor, any decision point, we have a win-win outcome for you, okay? Now, the challenge for the month is the Nine of Swords clarified by the Two of Wands. There is a little bit of concern here throughout the month, whether you feel like you've got what it feels like, do I have what it takes to make this next step happen? This is an energy of self-doubt. Now, Nine of Swords typically talks about kind of where you feel like you're going around and round in a situation in your mind. Two of Swords represents kind of wanting to start over, looking into the future. He's got a globe in his hand over there, okay, and he's looking out into the horizon, thinking, okay, well, I want to carry on. I want to start a new cycle in my life, but this time I want to make sure that I smell the roses and I'm not just kind of following all the steps without enjoying it. So whatever news that you're waiting on this month, the challenge really is that you are projecting multiple outcomes. What if you don't get the green light? What if this comes up? What if this situation enters the predicament and now you don't know where you're going to go? So there is a lot of kind of projection, typically over, I would say, negative energy, only because we as human beings, we are problem solvers and we are survivors, and we know that life can give us kind of a throw us a curveball. So we're kind of we try to make sure that we've kind of covered all of our areas, and if this happens, we've got that plan, that backup plan. If that happens, we've got that backup plan. It's just kind of a natural, it's human nature, right? But I do see that you get the green light, but maybe it's only a little bit to the later part of the month, because you're still working through the challenge, okay? It is number 9, so it is a natural ending, so it's going to come to an end, but that's the thing you're going to be working through, like making sure that this next venture in your life is promising and you're going in kind of full speed ahead. So you're going to be kind of questioning yourself, I hope I'm not just repeating history. That is just the mind playing tricks on you, ensuring that you are kind of fully committed in this, which I feel that you are. The outcome for the month is a Sun, but it is clarified by the Three of Swords. Ultimately, what I would say is that the outcome for the month is extremely prosperous, okay, abundant, bright. You've got a spring in your step, right? And it feels almost, it's weird, I feel like an almost too good to be true energy. The reason I'm saying that is because the Three of Swords is kind of like a sad card, right? It's kind of like where something that's hit our heart in the past, emotionally speaking, after that emotional roller coaster ride, it kind of travels from the heart through to the mind. And in the mind, that's where the sword energy comes in, the mental. So after dealing with emotional grief or heartache, it travels up for the mind to process it, okay, in the kind of grieving aspect. So it's no longer feeling as heavy as it is, but you're still kind of processing it. Now, the reason I'm saying it could feel a little bit too good to be true is because, I mean, we all know when you go through a bit of a tough time and then things are suddenly bright and no more big crisis, no more big kind of thing that's really, you don't have to deal with a crisis anymore, and you might be so used to being in survival mode that it could almost trick you into thinking, oh, this abundance and this clarity that I have, it's short-lived and it's too good to be true. Okay, but what it really is just you feeling a little bit more self-assured within yourself, okay, and the mind just processing the grief that you've had before. All right, so you do have an outcome here, some positive news that's coming on through, and the outcome is extremely positive, enabling you to really kind of release and heal those moments that you had to deal with in a crisis position before you took your leave with the Six of Swords. Okay, so it's ultimately a really, really positive month for you. The only challenge is that your mind is going to play a little bit of tricks on you, which it does to everybody. Okay, it's only a challenge that we have to deal with. So let us close this reading off with a message from Spirit. What do you need to know now, Libra? Your highest good. Share your voice. Come out the cave, persecution, expression. So for sure, you've been kind of through it. I know that because you start the month feeling kind of self-empowering yourself, right? And moving with that Six of Swords. Now's the time when things are starting to become a little bit more stable for you. It's time to kind of get yourself out there. Get yourself out of the house, kind of start to make new friends, express yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be with other people. It can be through art or through music or through writing, okay? The world needs you, and we have been kind of without your energy because you've been handling a situation that needed to be addressed, and now you've kind of freed yourself from that situation, a lot more self-empowered, and you may be still kind of processing all of that and healing through all of that, but ultimately what Spirit here is saying is get out more, really kind of focus on the limitlessness of the situation, because the sooner that you do that, the sooner you share your voice, the quicker you will kind of process it and then like keep on that momentum and trajectory of the abundance card, the sun card, the illumination, where things have the glasses more full rather than the glasses empty, half empty. Okay, so really positive Libra reading. I really like this. Obviously, if you're interested in my deck, this is my deck, Telepathic Tarot. It'll be on sale next month on my website, well, this month in July. It comes in a beautiful little tin, and if you're interested in that, check out my website in a few weeks, okay? Otherwise, have a beautiful month. Good luck, well done, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.